Good morning, children. We are going to discuss about Lampito Maruti. Lampito Maruti. Okay, children. You know very well. Yesterday we started about Lampito Maruti. Today we are going to discuss about the complete information about the external apertures. External apertures. Okay, children. External apertures we are discussing. Okay, external apertures. Apertures. Okay, apertures. This point you should have to remember. Apertures. So, first one is mouth. Second one, anus. Third one, dorsal pores. Fourth one, spermatical openings. Spermatical openings. Okay, children. Next one, what you called genital openings. Genital openings. Next one, nephridophores. Nephridiopores. Nephridiopores. Okay, children. The dorsal pores. Dorsal pore. Okay, dorsal pore are present from the which one? Present from the 10th segment onwards. 10th segment onwards. Dorsal pore. Next, the coelomic fluid. The coelomic fluid. Okay, children, the coelomic fluid. Okay, communicates to the what you called exterior through these pores. Exterior to these pores. Okay, children, this point you have to remember, exterior through these pores, and keeps the body okay, surface moist and free harmful microorganisms. Next, spermatical openings. Okay, are three pair of okay, children, three pair of small ventrolateral apertures lying intersegmentally between the grooves of the segments. 6 by 7, 7 by 8, and 8 by 9. Next, a pair of female genital apertures lie on the ventral side in the 14th segment and a pair of male genital apertures. Okay, male genital apertures are situated. What is called? Situated lateroventrally in the 18th segment. There in the 18th segment. Nephridophores are numerous. And found throughout the body of the earthworm. Okay, throughout the body of the earthworm. Okay, children, throughout the body of the earth, except few anterior segments. Through which the metabolic waste are eliminated. Children, like that you should have to remember the points. Okay, like this there will be what you call the information will be there. So one extra information I want to give here. Longest micro microchaetus. Okay, Rappi. Microchaetus rappi is an African giant earthworm. Length is 6.7 meter. 22 feet. Okay, so like that it will be there. That is next Dravida Nilambrensis. Dravida Nilambrensis is a South Indian Kerala. South India means where exactly? Kerala species of earthworm and can reach a maximum length up to 1 meter. Maximum length up to 1 meter. 1 meter, it is up to 3 feet. Okay, children, should listen very carefully. We are going to discuss the complete information about which one? External morphology of, or the morphology of Lampeter-Marti. Lampeter-Marti. So external apertures we are discussing. The number one, mouth, anus, dorsal pores, spermathecal openings, genital openings, nephridophores. What are those? Mouth, anus, dorsal pores, spermathecal openings, and genital openings. Nephridophores are there. So these are the which one? The pores or apertures. What do you call this? All are external apertures. So the dorsal pore are present on the, from where onwards dorsal pores are present? From the 10th segment onwards. So 10th segment onwards dorsal pores will be present. The coelomic fluid, though you know it contains the coelomic fluid, is there or not? In between the body wall and alimentary canal, the space is called coelomic fluid. Coelom is coelom, that coelom contains the coelomic fluid, like that we discussed or not? The coelomic fluid communicates to the exterior through these pores and keeps the body surface moist and free from which one? Free harmful microorganisms. Okay, children, the coelomic fluid communicates to the exterior through these pores and keeps the body surface moist and free harmful microorganisms. Okay, free from microorganisms. Okay, children, like this point you have to remember. Okay. Next, spermathecal openings are 3 pairs of small spermathecal ventrolateral apertures lying intersegmentally between the grooves of the segments. See, this is the earthworm. 7th here, like that. In between 6 by 7 here, in between 7 and 8 here, 8 by 9, like that. Small, what you called, ventrolateral spermathecal apertures, spermathecal openings will be present intersegmentally in between the segments. A pair of female genital apertures lie on the ventral side of in the 14th segment. This is the neat bit. So where the what you called the female genital aperture is present in the 14th segment, and a pair of male genital apertures situated lateroventrally in the 18th segment. Nephridophores are numerous and are found throughout the body. Which one? Nephridophores. Female, what you called the female genital aperture, 14th segment. Male genital aperture, 18th segment. Nephridophores are throughout the body of the earthworm, except few anterior segments. So nephridophore throughout the body except few anterior segments through which the metabolic wastes are eliminated. Metabolic wastes are eliminated through nephridophores. Next one, the very important bit, Microchaetus ruppi. What do you call? Microchaetus ruppi is an African giant earthworm. It is 6.7 meter, 22 feet. Dravida nilamburensis, a South Indian species of earthworm, maximum length up to 1 meter. Once again, Microchaetus ruppi. Microchaetus ruppi is an African giant earthworm, 6.7 meter, 22 feet length. Dravida nilamburensis, South Indian species of earthworm, Kerala. South Indian means from where? Kerala. So maximum length up to 1 meter, 3 feet length. So like this, what you called, there will be different apertures are there externally. Okay, children. Now we are going to discuss about anatomy. What you called? Anatomy of earthworm. Okay, children. Anatomy. 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 The anatomy. The body wall of the earthworm is the body wall of earthworm is very moist, thin, soft, skinny, okay, and elastic, and consists of the called cuticle, consists of the cuticle, epidermis, okay, muscles, and coelomic fluid. Next one. Okay, children. Coelomic muscles and coelomic epithelium. Not fluid. Coelomic epithelium. Okay. Next. The epidermis consists of the epidermis. Okay. Epidermis consists of supporting cells, okay, and gland cells, basal cells, okay, gland cells, basal cells, and what you call and sensory cells, will be there. Next, a spacious body cavity, called the coelom. Coelom is seen between okay, coelom is between, very important. Okay, children, body cavity is there between the alimentary canal. Which one? Alimentary canal and the body wall. Alimentary canal and the which one? The body wall and the body wall. Okay, children, this point have to remember. The next important thing what you have to remember is the coelom contains the coelom contains the coelomic fluid, okay, the coelomic fluid, and serves as a hydroskeleton, in which the coelomocytes okay, in which the coelomocytes are known to play okay, coelomocytes are known to play a major role in regeneration, okay, immunity, regeneration, immunity, and wound healing. And wound healing. Next, the coelomic fluid. The coelomic fluid. Coelomic fluid. Okay, of the earthworm is the earthworm. The coelomic fluid of earthworm is very very important. Milky. What do you call milky and alkaline which consists of granulocytes or what you call okay, heliocytes, electrocytes, heliocytes. Okay, next amoebocytes, amoebocytes. Okay, children, mucocytes. Next important point is mucocytes. Next, and leukocytes. Leukocytes and leukocytes will be there. Okay, children, like that. What will be there? These are all structures will be there. Okay. Okay, children. Next, we are going to discuss what is their digestive system also we will be discuss. Okay, now observe very carefully. Anatomy. The body wall of earthworm is very moist, thin, soft, skinny, elastic, and consists of cuticle. Moist, number 1. Thin, number 2. Soft, 3. Skinny, 4. Elastic, 5. And consists of cuticle. Next, epidermis. Okay, consists of the cuticle and epidermis. Next, muscles and coelomic epithelium. Once again, the body wall of earthworm is very moist, thin, soft, skinny, elastic, and consists of the cuticle, epidermis, muscles, epidermis, muscles, and coelomic epithelium. The three epidermis consists of supporting cells, gland cells, basal cells, and sensory cells. The epidermis consists of which one? Supporting cells, gland cells, basal cells, and sensory cells. What are those? The epidermis consists of supporting cells, gland cells, basal cells, and sensory cells. A spacious body cavity. In that spacious body cavity called coelom is seen between the alimentary canal and the body wall. What do you call? The spacious body cavity called the coelom is between alimentary canal and body wall. The coelom contains coelomic fluid and serves as this is a neat bit. The coelomic fluid, what you called? Hydroskeleton, in which the coelomocytes are known to play a major role. Okay, the coelomic fluid and serves as a hydroskeleton, in which the coelomocytes are known to play a major role in which one? Regeneration, immunity, and wound healing. Coelomocytes are there. Their function what? Regeneration. If anything wrong, they will be regenerate new cells and provides the resistance power and wound healing. The coelomic fluid of the earthworm is milky. The coelomic fluid of earthworm is milky, alkaline, which consists of granulocytes, ileocytes, amoebocytes, mucocytes, leukocytes. The coelomic fluid of earthworm is milky, alkaline, which consists of granulocytes, ileocytes, amoebocytes, mucocytes, leukocytes, and the digestive system will be discussed in the next class. Okay, children. Now what we are discussing? The body wall of earthworm is moist, thin, soft, skinny, elastic, and consists of cuticle and epidermis, muscles, and coelomic epithelium. The epidermis consists of supporting cells, gland cells, basal cells, and sensory cells. A spacious body cavity is called coelom is seen between the alimentary canal and the body wall. The coelom contains the coelomic fluid and serves as a hydrostatic skeleton. In the coelomic fluid, coelomocytes are there, known to play major role in regeneration and immunity. Immunity, resistance power. Regeneration, if anything wrong, again new part will become because of coelomocytes, and wound healing. If any wound is formed, that wound will be healed by the help of this one. The coelomic fluid of earthworm is milky alkaline, which consists of, what is the important bit? What is the coelomic fluid? Consists of granulocytes, ileocytes, amoebocytes, mucocytes, and leukocytes. Okay, children. In the tomorrow's class, we will discuss about the digestive system of the earthworm. What we will discuss tomorrow? Digestive system of the earthworm we are going to discuss. Okay, children. So these are all points you should have to remember. All the points what we discussed in this: granulocytes, ileocytes, amoebocytes, mucocytes, leukocytes are the important. Thank you, children.